craft pack, in your craft pack, you should have the paper. You should have 4 sheets in total of a 12 by 12, like this. There'll be different colors. You should also have a small gold cardstock sheet like this. And then you'll have a decal with a star and moon, okay? And then what you need to have at home, obviously scissors. I also have these fancy scissors, which gives me, I don't know if you can see, it gives me it gives me a nice little pattern when I cut it out. So if you have one of those, that helps, but if not, don't worry. If you can grab something round, I have a little round lid. Okay. We're just going to use it as a template. You're going to need scissors, pen, a ruler is essential, and a pen to mark on and then some glue. So I'm going to use hot glue because it's quicker and it gives a little bit more, it's faster to set the paper together and a little bit stronger. But if you don't, then I'd recommend liquid glue and also glue stick like this. Okay. So those are the materials. And also if you have a small credit card or something with a flat edge, it's just for right at the end. We just need to rub over the decal, peel and stick. So these are the main things. If you want to just have a quick look. So we're going to do 2 crafts today. The first one is going to be a star like this. This is made from a 12 by 12 sheet of paper, but we're going to use cardstock, so it's going to be even nicer. And then we're also going to do a second craft, which will be a little paper fan. And then you can make loads of these with different colored papers, and then you can, you know, customize with a little design inside. All right, so we're going to start off with the star. This is a super, super easy craft to do. Now, if you have younger children, maybe you can ask an adult to assist because there's a little bit of folding, a little bit of cutting, but you should be able to do it together. So it's an easy task to do. And you can also make these with any size square paper. So you can do a smaller star, you can do a larger star if you have a huge sheet of paper. So this is a good size, and it will give you a 12 by 12. So I'm going to use pink cardstock. This is 12 by 12. So all of these crafts we're doing requires a square piece of paper. So if you don't have any square, you can make a square by just simply cutting regular sheet and using that. Okay, for the start. Okay, so let's get started. So you should have 2 sheets. Take 2 sheets of the same color. I have pink here. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. So take 1 sheet. We're going to make 1 star first. It's really simple craft. You want to just fold over. I'll go nice and slowly. Just fold it over to the end so the ends all meet, and then give it a nice, and then score it down as much as you can. Don't cut it. You just want to fold it over and give it a nice crisp line. Okay, once you've done that, you want to open, and then we're going to turn the paper around, and you want to score the other side. And then just really push down so we get a nice crisp line. And you can use the back of your finger, your nail, to just give it a nice crisp finish. So right now we've got a cross going across. Can you see? Okay, once you've done that, we're going to go make a triangle. So the first ones were across, make a rectangle on both sides. And then the second one, we're going to go across and we're going to make a triangle. So all the markings of the hair will meet in the middle. So you're on one side of the triangle. You can you see what I've done? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 triangles. So we folded it in half, and then we fold it in this way, and then we're going to fold into a triangle, and then the other triangle. All right, so it looks like, okay, so we've got 1. Now we're going to do the exact same to the second sheet. Okay, so you've done 1, second one will be just as easy. So let's do it again. So we should have 2 sheets done with like 8 little triangles and all meeting in the middle over there. Now's the fun part. I'm going to grab your ruler. And if you want to grab your pen, I'm going to make a marking so you can see exactly what you need to do. So we're going to measure from the middle of the straight edge over here where we scored the line. We're going to measure that 2.5 inches. I'm going to draw a line so you can see, okay? Can you see the line? Each midpoint on the square, we're going to measure 2.5 inches. And over there. And last one. So we're going to, all right. And we're going to do this to both sheets. We should have 2 sheets. Should have all the lines scored in, and then you should have 4 lines like that. Have you done it, or are you still working on it? Give it a moment and wait for you to catch up. Sorry? Okay, I'm going to have to ask you to maybe, let me read the chat. All right, so give me a thumbs up once you've done the lines. All right, so some of you are still working. We'll wait a moment. So again, you should have 2 sheets only with all the score marks like this, and then mark 2.5 inches. Okay, I'll wait another minute.
Fawzia, sorry, we just found our measuring tape. So
yeah.
It's just in between the, okay, 2.5 inches in. That's it.
That's right. At the center of the straight edge.
Okay, perfect.
So you can see there and there. Can you see? Just at the point on the mid-center there. So we're drawing these lines because we're going to cut that. We're going to cut along there. So once everyone's done, we'll do this together. Because the next part's the tricky part.
This always happens. Then this.
So
You get it?
So it's 2.5 inches. If you prefer metric, 6 centimeters. So I hope you guys have a ruler with centimeters as well. Do you guys have a ruler with centimeters? Hopefully you do, because we will be using centimeters for the next craft. But if not, we'll figure something else out.
This one is inches.
Give us a minute.
All right, so give me a thumbs up once you're done. All right, I think wait just a moment.
Sorry, Fawzia, I missed the last step. What was it again?
Okay, so you want to, so once you've done all your folds, you want to draw a line with a ruler 2.5 inches at the fold of the rectangle of these folds.
Right.
On the fold over there. You want to draw.
Okay,
So
we're done with that.
where the score marks are, we want to 2.5 inches. Just draw a line. That's where we're going to use the scissors to cut.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome. So if you didn't get it, you want to measure on the fold 2.5 inches across there, going down, and again over here again over there, and again there. So you should have both sheets done. Do you have both sheets done?
Did you say we need to do 5 sheets?
No, 2. Only 2 sheets. We only need 2. So hopefully you haven't done all of them. We only are going to use 2 sheets of the same colour. I have pink over here. So have you all done just 2 sheets?
I don't have a ruler. Can I just estimate?
You can estimate. You will definitely need a ruler for the next section. So if you can find one in the meantime, or a tape measure or something that will give you a measurement. Okay. Because the next craft we need to actually put some markings on. Okay. But you don't have to. You can eyeball this. This doesn't have to be perfect. But 2.5 inches was a good dimension for the cut mark. Okay. Okay. So are we all ready to move on? Thumbs up.
Almost.
Okay.
Should we go ahead and cut?
Yes, okay. So for those who are waiting, what you want to do, you just want to cut along the line. Up to there. That marking was just for you and your kids. Now, if you don't have a ruler, don't worry, you can just estimate it. I'm sure your parents can do that. So just go ahead and on the 2 sheets, you want to cut the lines. This is the second sheet. And you want to cut literally on the score marks that you made. So where you made the fold, that's where you're going to be cutting. All right, so I've done all my cuts. Can you see? Okay, so let's see, have you all made your, give me a thumbs up if you've done your cuts. All right, I'll wait just a moment. Some of you are still cutting. All right. So we want to do, so, okay, we're going to wait. So again, you just want to cut about 2.5 inches. 2.5 inches cuts over there. Can you see? Right now, 2.5 inches over there. There we go. All right. Are we done? Excellent. All right, next step. This is the tricky step, so watch carefully. Where you made the cut mark, over here, we want to fold it over and we want to join to the diagonal line. So it's almost as though we're going to make a kite. Can you see? Where we did the fold over for the triangle, we're going to take the cut mark and we're going to fold it over there. And then we're going to take the other side and we're going to fold it to meet in the middle. So it's like you've made a kite or a cone. Can you see? Are you following? So I'll show you again. So basically, where we made the cut marks, where we cut 2.5 inches, there and there, in one corner of the square, we want to fold over until it meets the diagonal score line going across, and that one there. Okay, once you figured out one, the rest are easy to do. Then you take the next side, the next little square, and we want to join on to the center line that goes diagonally across. You want to just make the edge of the paper meet the score line, the diagonal score line. and the same over here. So you can see already it's starting to take form of a star. Right, so we're going to carry on and we're going to move on to the next little square we have. Again, you want to fold it over until we meet the diagonal score line. Like such. And then again, you want to fold over until we meet the other side. So when you do it, you want to make sure these edges meet in the middle. And then the last one, the last little square, again, we're going to fold over until we meet the diagonal score line. Now make sure when you do it, everything, the folds are underneath, and and the score line, basically the score lines are on this side, and we're folding, how would I say it? We're folding out of it. So basically, should be like that. So you should be left with something like this. Are you following so far? Yeah?
Hey,
if you want to, yeah, so if you want to hold up your items so I can see how you guys are doing.
Are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Okay, we joined a little late, sorry. So I just wanted to ask one quick question. I think you can get to where you are, but like when y'all cut the pieces, it was just till sort of like halfway to the middle?
Yeah, about 2.5 inches.
Okay, and then it's just folding it in until we get to where you are.
Yes, so you should just quickly recap. You have your sheet of paper, you want to fold in half one way, fold in half another way, and then you want to fold into a triangle one way, and then the other way. And then at the center line of the square, the large square paper, you want to cut 2.5 inches as such. So if you're up to here, it's simple enough once you know how. You can get to this point, and that's where we are right now.
And then you just folded them in.
Yeah, and then if everyone can hold up their item.
Got it.
If they're finished, let's see how many. Oh, some of these looking really good.
Like that.
Very nice.
Fawzia, we just do it for this one?
No, we do it for both. So if
Okay.
you do one, go ahead and do it to the other one. I'm just making sure that you guys are all staying together and no one is getting lost behind. So if you're getting lost behind, just kind of unmute yourself and jump in and ask questions, or leave a chat, put something in the chat. So let's go ahead and go to the second one now. So again, you want to fold in, where we made a cut mark, you want to fold until we meet the diagonal line. And they both should meet in the middle as well. So you want to make sure that these two edges are meeting. And it will start looking like a star already. So we're almost actually done with this craft, very nearly done. So you can make loads of these with different sizes of sheets of square paper. If you have any, you know, cardstock at home, regular print paper, even old magazines, you can use them. You can, all that's required is that you need to make a square. So it could be a tiny little square, maybe 6 by 6 inches. It could be a huge sheet. Just experiment and have fun. And then I would recommend just make loads and then hang them up in your home. And just have fun with all the different colors as well. Because it's a really quick and easy craft to do. And when it's finished, it will leave a huge impact. It will look really nice in your home. And then for some of you who are really creative, you can even put a little design on there yourself. Maybe fill them up with stickers. Maybe draw a little picture on there or something. Have fun with it. Okay, so once you're done, you should be left with 2, as you can see. All right, now here's the fun part. We're gonna need our glue. So, you know, if you have any of these, will work. Runny glue, a glue stick. I'm going to use a glue stick because it's a little easier to work on. And if you're ready, I'm going to move on to the next step. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready to move on to the next step. Okay, so we're still waiting for some. So we're nearly done. All right. We'll just wait another minute for everyone and then we can get going. All right, looks like most of us are ready to go. Okay, let's grab a glue stick. So what we're going to do, we are going to glue one of the sides that that we folded. We want to glue the top side. So let me show you quickly what to do. You're going to just take your glue stick and just rub all over it, like such. And then we're going to join. So put the glue underneath and then you're going to join to that side to make like a little triangle, like a little cone shaped star edge. And glue that down. Are we following? So go through it. I'll go through it again. You want to take one of the sides over here and you want to glue it down. It doesn't matter which side you glue. Just pick one of them and then grab the other side and just push it over. And then put your hand, push it over, and then if you can, put your fingers underneath just to press the glue down. So we're going to do that to all of the 4 edges, all of the 4 stars. So we're going to make, this is half a star, so this is going to make 4 ends. And glue and then press down. All right, and then the last one on the first sheet, we're just going to glue down. Don't be afraid, just go for the glue, don't be afraid to use it, and then just pushing, and then here we go. So you should be left, once you're done, with a 4-sided star, like this. And once you've done one sheet, we'll move on to the next sheet. So that's that one done. So that's the side we've been working on, and you flip it over, that'll be the front side. Okay, so let's take the second sheet and we're going to do the same, exact same to this one. So you want to glue one of the flaps and then take the one next to it and put it on top of the glue. And give it a good push it good down so that at least they would stick. And then we'll just repeat with the other 3 left, with the remaining triangles. So you want to make sure they meet, it doesn't oversail the edge. So you just want to fold it over and make sure that they meet and you've got a nice clean finish on both sides. So you want to do it to both sheets. And then this is my last one. All right, so how's everyone doing? Is it starting to look like a star? Have you got this? All right, we should, at the end of it, we should have 2 of these. All right. Now, for the next step, if you have a glue gun, it's a little easier to stick them together. If not, then if you have runny glue, that will work, but it will just take a little bit longer time to dry. If you don't have that, the glue stick will work as well. It just might be a little bit more trickier, but we'll make it work. So the next part, we are going to glue the two ends together, so it will look like this. So we have, right now, we've just created two 4-pointed stars, as you can see. This is the finished ends. This is the underside, and we're going to put one over the other, and we're going to simply glue them together like that. And then this will be your star, and it will be finished on both sides. So I'll wait for most of you to catch up to this point, and then I'll show you how to glue them together. It's really simple. You just want to put spots of glue on each corner and then join them together. So let's see, how far has everyone got to? Looks like most of you have got your stars going. Now, if you guys are done, am I going too fast or are we all good? Thumbs up if we're on track. Yes, looking good. All right. Okay. So are you ready? So basically, let's just glue them together. Now I'm going to use my glue gun because it's just a little bit easier and it's faster. But if you don't have one, again, it doesn't matter. Just basically put glue on the ends. Over there. Or what you can do is get the glue stick and just put loads of glue on the ends of each over here. And then what you want to do, turn this over and then join. Okay. So if you have runny glue, if you have liquid glue, it might be easier because the bond will be a little easier to grab on. So maybe put spots of glue on each end and then you just stick them together. There you go. It looks like most of you have got the star going. And then what you can do is that you can get a little bit of thread, put a little, sew a little hole in, and then you can basically hang it. And again, you can have so much fun. You can get gold paper, silver paper, you can get different colors that might match your home. You can coordinate it, you can make it really colorful. You can even, maybe your kids could do little designs on each of the star core points. You can fill them up with stickers. You can have a lot of fun with these. So the next craft. This one, you will require another 2 sheets. So we're gonna make this. We're gonna make our fan.
Ooh.
Okay, this is good. This is easy to do. It just takes a little bit time to fold and to draw the lines. That's the only time-consuming part of it, but this is a fun thing to do. So what you want to do is grab your next 2 sheets. Should have 2 more sheets in your pack. Yeah. We all have our sheets? All right. Okay, so with this one, first thing we're going to do, we have to cut this sheet in half. So and each way I do, I just fold it and I mark off the corner there, and then I just pinch the ends. Or if you want, you can just use a ruler. You can measure 6 inches, because this is a 12-inch sheet. You can measure 6 inches and then cut, draw a line and cut. So you can do that, 6 and 6, and then simply draw a line along there, and then just take your scissors and cut. So we need to do this to both sheets. Like such, okay? So you're left with, so you will have in total 4 rectangles, okay? So both sheets you want to cut in half as such. All right, now we're going to take one of these sheets. Now, I don't know if you have a ruler with centimeters on there. Can you see? I have, it's probably backwards for you, but I have millimeters and centimeters, and then I also have inches. Now, the best way to do this, I found the size of the fan was to use 2 centimeters. Now, maybe your ruler doesn't have centimeter marks, you might just have inches, that's fine. You can use every ½ inch, but you're just gonna make a lot more, you're gonna have to fold a lot more. So I'm using, it's just under 1 inch. You can probably maybe make it, so I understand metrics more than I do of inches. You can probably do 3/4 of an inch, mark every 3/4, but if that's too complicated, then just do ½ an inch or 2 centimeters. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take a rectangle, and this is the time consuming part. We're just gonna put the sheet against the ruler, and I'm gonna mark every 2 centimeters. So again, if you don't have centimeters, you can do 3/4 of an inch, but if you want a simpler math, just go ½ an inch. So every ½ inch, you just want to make a mark. So you just want to go down the sheet and just mark it. Now, if you are using centimeters, obviously that's a slightly different measurement to inches, and you will be left with a tiny little end piece, which is about 5 millimeters. Don't worry about that. We'll just score it and use it later on. So again, let's mark on the other side. So we want to go every 2 centimeters. So let me actually do it this side. And then just every 2 centimeters. Now, doing this will help us make our fan. It just makes it more accurate, and we get nice lines, and it will give us a visual to fold on. So there we go. Okay, so once you've marked your lines, get the ruler and put some pressure down. Draw a little bit harder. You don't want to lightly draw over. You want it almost as if you're scoring across the page. So apply some pressure. And if you do this, it will just help when you fold the paper. It will give you a guide, and you won't have to kind of like fiddle around. It will naturally fold into the line that you drew. Now, obviously, you don't have to draw a line. If you have some tools, you probably might not have it, but if you have, like these are just clay tools, you can just score it, and that will help. I'm just going to use a pen so that you can actually see what I'm doing, and it will also help you when you fold. You have a guideline as well. So you just want to go down on every single, you want to do the same process, same measurements on all 4 sheets. I'm going to start folding the fan and showing you how it works. So where you've done your score marks, you're just simply going to fold over, and you're going to do like a fan, go back and forward. So the lines where we did the lines, where we drew the lines with the ruler and the pen, that's where we're going to fold along. Okay? Are we all following? All right, so you should, at the end of this, have 4 in total. So this is the front, this is the back side where I've drawn all the lines. And then flip it over and this is the front side. So if you've done one side, on the reverse side where you've drawn your lines, grab your glue stick and just mark the way down. Just put glue on one side. And then take one of your fans and just join and place them over on top and just glue, just apply pressure and glue them down. So you should be left with one large one.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. So that's the, now if you have a little bit left on the end, you can just take your scissors and you can cut it off. Because I use the millimeters and I have that little funny bit on the end. And then you want to just simply glue them on. Now you want to overlap it when you glue. You don't want to just stick it to the end. You just want to make sure you get a good adhesion. So you want to stick them like that, can you see? So just go ahead once you've done that. So I always go to reverse and I'm going to put loads of glue on one side. And then just flip it over and then just apply some pressure to the fan. You just want to join them together.
Are you done?
And then the last one. All right. So you should be left with a really long fan.
Yeah.
So we're nearly done. It's just that the time-consuming part is actually just folding and drawing a line. So the last part is super, super easy as well. Just want to grab your whole fan. Okay, so we want to join one end. So you basically want to join the ends together now.
All right.
Like now, if you're left with a little edge like this, again, you can cut it down. I'm going to actually cut mine because it's getting in the way. And then you want to basically join one end to the other. So you want to complete a circle. Okay? That's what we're going to do. We're going to join that. We're going to glue that end and join it. So once you've got all your 4 sheets, glue them all together. And then the last one would be to just join the ends like such. So I'm going to go ahead. You put glue on this end. It doesn't matter what side of glue you put it on. It just makes it, just make sure it needs to just stick together. So once you've done that, make sure everything's glued together and you should be left with a circle. So you want to be left with the, can you see this is the pen side? This is the pen side. All right, so you should have a gold sheet as well.
Yes.
And this is going to be our center part. We're going to make the circular part now. So you want to make 2 of these. If you go ahead, find something round. I have a lid. I'm just going to draw a circle. I'm going to cut 2 of these out. So just draw around something circular. You might have a jam jar lid or anything circular around. It has to be greater than 3 inches in diameter. Basically bigger than this. So if your moon and star is bigger than your circle, it won't work. Moon and star has to be smaller than the circle you cut. So I have these fancy scissors. If you don't have fancy scissors, you can just use regular. Okay, let's put that aside. Now take the gold side up. Now with your decal, it's a little tricky. If you've never used one before, this is how you use it. You grab your decal. If you want to just stop making the fans for now, you can just quickly do this part of the craft, and then you can come back to the fan later on, the drawing of the lines. So you want to cut out 2 circles about 3 inches in diameter. A little bit bigger is fine as well. So grab your decal. You want to find a credit card or a library card or something that has a flat edge, and just simply rub over the front of the design, the side that you see the star and moon. The back side is the checkered side. We want to remove that completely. So when you want to rub over the front, and then your decal is sandwiched between, so you want to remove the checkered. So take off the checkered side, which is this side, which is the paper part. Okay, you want to remove that and discard, and you're left with the sticky side. Take the sticky side and then just kind of place it onto your circle, and then just rub like that. Use a credit card or something similar, or a library card, and then just simply peel it off. And then you'll be left with a little moon and star, as you can see. Okay, so we're actually nearly done now. So this is the fun part. So our fan's going to continue. So once you've done this part, this is the tricky part. You need to kind of somehow push it all the way down in. You see? Now it will have a tendency to buckle up. Yeah, so you want to push this down. Okay, take you take the first circle you made, and we want to put it underneath. Let's push it down again. See, mine turned inside out. So here we go. We want to push it down like such. We want to take, now I'm using hot glue here because it works a lot faster. If you don't have it, don't worry. You can use runny glue as well. And just fill it with loads of glue right now. So if you have liquid glue, just put loads in. And it looks as though my glue is running out. So you're just going to fill it with glue. Don't be afraid, just put loads of glue on. And then take this part and just stick your moon and star on, and just apply some pressure. Now, if you've done one side, flip it over, and then get your glue and glue the other side. Put loads of glue down, and just take the other side.
You missed an entire part.
All right, and then once you're done, you've made your fan. And so what you can do, you can hang them up in your house. You can alternate them. You can even use different color sheets. You can make it smaller, but I'd recommend to just keep it to this size for now. If you don't have any paper, if you don't have any 12 by 12, you can use regular paper. Just make sure you cut 6 inches, and you need 4 sheets of 6 by 12 or 6 by 11. If you have regular paper, you can use that as well. But experiment, you know how to make it now, so it's super easy. Have fun. You have your 2 little crafts to hang in your house and make lots of them. You have the rest of Ramadan, so you can make your house look really pretty by Eid.